What's going on, everyone? Rage Comic here, and welcome to the first episode of Comic Book Talk. Now, Comic Book Talk will be a new series where I just sit down and I discuss some of my favorite comic books, recent single issues that have come out, and older collected stories in trade paperback format. So, sit back and enjoy, and in our first episode, I'm going to be discussing Ultimate Black Panther #1, which was written by Brian Hill and art by Stefano Casilli. To start things off, man, I really did love this issue. I am so excited that the Ultimate Universe from Marvel is coming back because Ultimate Universe, that's one of my favorite things Marvel has ever done. I own volumes 1 through, I want to say, maybe 24 of Ultimate Spider-Man. I wouldn't even say 24 because I do know they went through a name change, became Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, which was 4 volumes, so I think I own volumes 1 through 21 of Ultimate Spider-Man. But we're not talking about Ultimate Spider-Man, we are talking about Ultimate Black Panther #1. Now, this issue starts off with Khonshu and Ra in a village in West Africa. Now, they send their troops to claim this land for them, and claiming really means just go ahead and kill everybody. Now, there are 2 Wakandan scouts who are actually watching this all go down, and they leave to go report back to T'Challa. Now, they tell T'Challa that they have pretty much ran through this village and killed everybody. T'Challa, during this time, is going through nightmares. He keeps waking up in a cold sweat, so he goes to visit his father T'Chaka, the former Black Panther, who tells him to go see Consul from the Voodoo Khan. Now, the Voodoo Khan act as advisors to the Wakandan royal family, very spiritual people, and they have been around since the birth of the country. Now, T'Chaka, he doesn't really trust them. T'Chaka doesn't trust them, but he wants T'Challa to seek their help because of the nightmares that he is having. And he tells T'Challa, hey, I know you don't trust them, but it's better for a person to know after they've been destroyed that they were enemies of the king than before. So he goes and he sees Matron Amala, who is the sacred mother of the Voodoo Khan. Now, the Voodoo Khan are basically connectors to the gods. Now, their connection to the gods is the king's connection to the gods. Pretty much saying, hey, whatever's going on, these gods are giving you these dreams, and you honestly need to listen to them. You need to be aware and things like that. So T'Challa was like, you know what? Okay, you guys have my gratitude, and then he moves on. Then after that, when the scouts arrive to the throne room to basically give him the information, Shuri is ready to go at this point. She wants to go out there. She wants to put a stop to this. T'Challa wants to be hey, let's wait. Let's see what happens. Let's not rush this. Right? And the way Shuri pretty much goes back and forth with him, pretty much saying hey, if father was the king, then he would be out there already. Now, this might be setting seeds or something, I don't know. Maybe we could have a civil war between the two. Maybe Shuri takes the throne. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, and I know this is just our first issue, but since I love it so much, I'm peeking at everything. I've read this issue around 4 times already, right? Just to see I'm wondering where all these different plot points are gonna go, where these characters are gonna go, which brings me to Killmonger. Now, Killmonger is out and about in still West Africa. Khonshu and Ra's forces attack another village, but this time they are stopped by Killmonger and the Wind Rider. Now, the Wind Rider, to me, at first, I thought was Storm, but this could be another kind of a storm god within African mythology, because again, there isn't much explanation to why Killmonger is with the Wind Rider, but then again, this is only a first issue. Now, during the celebration of life, King T'Challa pretty much tells the people hey, I love serving you guys. You guys are my hope. You guys are my legacy. You guys are my family. I love you all very dearly. But that is interrupted because Khonshu and Ra have 2 suicide bombers that pretty much just kill T'Chaka. T'Chaka pushes T'Challa off of their floating platform that they're on, overlooking the crowd. T'Challa falls down but activates his Black Panther suit, which is just, man, I love this design. Stefano really killed it with the artwork throughout this issue, but this Black Panther suit design, I'm loving it. It took me a little bit to get used to the open mouth cover, and I'm you know what? It's alright. I like this suit. But pretty much after this, T'Challa just looks at T'Chaka's corpse smoldering in flames and be you know what? It's time. We're going to war. And that concludes that first issue. Man, to tell you the truth, I can't wait till March. I think the second issue launches in March, and man, I'm stumbling over my words because, like, what a first issue to me. This was a really good issue. Again, the artwork was amazing. The writing from Brian Hill was also amazing as well. Hearing the conversations between T'Challa and T'Chaka, like, hey, look, I am King, Father, but that still doesn't, like, change the fact that I need, that I need your wisdom, that I'm still going to come for your counsel no matter what, because, you are my father. And I'm just loving this T'Challa. Like, he really wants to, like, move this country in a different direction, especially earlier on in the issue when he wakes up and he's talking to Okoye, who is his queen. And when he wakes up, she answers, "Oh, my king, are you all right?" Something along those lines. And he pretty much is like, come on, like, we're alone in our bedroom, like, you don't have to call me king. And she's like, traditions are traditions. And he says, well, maybe it's time for traditions to change. So I'm really, really stoked and excited to see where this version of T'Challa goes in the future. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. This has been Rage Comic. Please stay in tune because more and more episodes will be uploaded for Comic Talk. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.